So we are here today with Jason Hellman with Dundee Bank. You know me, I'm Zach Kesick with the All Metro Real Estate Group. I am here, I just had a client come in. He's trying to use cryptocurrency to close, and since the guidelines on that just are kind of just been established and they're really new, there's so many people day trading and having those personal portfolios and just having that individual, just on Robinhood and all these different apps that you can use, that we're going to try and establish exactly what's going on when it comes to bringing that to a closing table and trying to use it to buy a house. So I brought Jason in because I brought that client to Jason, and he did a lot of research on it for me, and here's what he's got to say.
Awesome, thanks Zach. Jason with Dundee Bank. 20 years of mortgage lending. We've seen a lot of changes in the guidelines. Changes happen rapidly right now, more rapidly than I've ever seen. And they come about due to default rates and due to the economy and how the economy is doing. And once in a while, and this is the example, due to technology. And so cryptocurrency is not only kind of an economy, but also mostly just technology. And the mortgage industry has to address it. So until recently, we couldn't use cryptocurrency as what we call allowable sources for closing. Even though you could cash it out and bring it to closing, we couldn't use it. So we had to have other funds. It becomes a problem, especially maybe for our first-time buyers that don't have other assets. And so when we got this call, the gentleman just can't buy a house without his crypto money. And so we dug in and we found, and only recently has this guideline changed. So the bottom line up front is we can use crypto to close, but please don't think you're bringing your thumb drive to closing, okay? The process is going to be just the same as the traditional process with traditional stocks and bonds, where we prove you own it, we prove you liquidate it, and then we prove you bring that money to closing with one more step. And right now, I was warned by underwriting before making this, 0 exceptions to this step. So it's important. We have to also document that you bought your crypto with your source and season funds. So for some of you, that you might catch a break because you bought it at the beginning of last year, make a big deposit, buy it. We can easily track that, easily trail that. Others of you that maybe got in 10 years ago, if you're lucky, or maybe dollar cost average in, this step could be cumbersome, but in the digital age with online statements and stuff should be doable. So what we would get is we'd get the 2 most recent crypto statements. Some vendors don't do statements, so it could be an issue. Okay. But a real statement, your name, your address, account number, that stuff, 60-day statements. And then for closing, not up front, but at closing, we'll get verification you cashed it from your crypto vendor, verification it's in your traditional account, checking savings, and then verification that the cashier's check or wire came from that account. Okay. The additional step, going back to buying it, because of the nature of cryptocurrency, it is literally binary data hosted on a third-party database. There's no tangible backing to cryptocurrency, and because of that, it's super hard to document. Yeah. So what we're going to have to do is document you bought it with your hard-earned and saved or inherited or gifted funds. So we have to document your funds with a checking and savings account statement, or brokerage, I guess you could transfer it, document the purchase of crypto whenever that happened, okay? And if it happened every week, right, we're gonna document all of it. And we can, whatever you put in, let's use $10,000. If you put in $10,000 and then it appreciates and you cash out, we can use it, okay? So hopefully that'll help a few people more easily get into their first home or their new home.
And with the prevalence of this coming out just so recently and how many people are doing it, I think this could very well help people. So Thank you, Jason.
You bet, great.